Welcome to a USC Libraries tutorial. This tutorial will cover a strategy you can use while writing a paper using numbered reference styles like AMA, including how to cite more than one item in a sentence and how to cite a paraphrased paragraph. In a numbered reference style, numbers appear inside the paper text, showing where the authors have noted a fact, opinion, or idea from another source. A list of references appears at the end of the paper, indicating the full citation with the same number as appears in the text. The same number is used throughout the paper to indicate when the same item is cited. When using a numbered reference style, adding the numbers is one of the last editing steps you will undertake. Your process could follow these steps. Gather the materials you need to use and reference in your paper. Store these in a single location, or using a specific file naming structure so you can remember which ones you are using. As you write your paper, use placeholder references that you can match with the actual materials. If you wanted to cite this JAMA article, you might write Wadhera 2020 JAMA. If you wanted to cite the website for the Center for Medicaid and Medicare Services, you might write their website. Use the same placeholder reference each time to refer to the same item. How do I cite more than one item in a sentence? Style manuals do not prescribe exactly where to place the citation within a sentence. A good rule of thumb to help readers is to place the citation as close to the cited information as possible. This allows readers to determine exactly where each idea or fact comes from. If you do decide to place multiple references at the end of a single sentence, in all numbered styles, the numbers must be in numeric order at the end of the sentence. Compare these two sentences, which cite the exact same items, but place the citation numbers in different places. You will see in published examples that not all authors adhere to this suggestion, but it is much easier to determine where the information came from in sample sentence 1. Numbered reference styles vary in how they prefer you to place more than 3 citations in a single sentence. Some styles ask you to place all numbers. Other styles allow you to place the first and final number and connect them with a dash. Consult the full manual for the style you are using to learn how to manage this. How do I cite a paraphrased paragraph? Style manuals do not prescribe exactly how to cite a paragraph that paraphrases another item. A good rule is that you need to place enough citation numbers to allow readers to understand where the paraphrasing begins and ends. This might change depending on the concept you are paraphrasing, your knowledge of the concept, and the information you need to convey to readers. If your paraphrasing requires multiple sentences, place enough citation numbers so that readers can clearly differentiate between the paraphrase and your thoughts. Another option is to rewrite or rephrase your sentences to ensure readers can determine that all of these sentences are paraphrasing others' ideas. There are other ways to rephrase your writing as well. These are just 2 common options. After you have edited the paper for content, complete the references. Make a copy of your complete paper with placeholder references just in case you make a mistake and need to refer back to figure out what you cited. Read the paper and assign numbers to the references as you go through the paper. In my sample paper, the first reference I encounter when reading from the beginning is to Wadhera 2020 JAMA. I will mark this as number 1. Then I can continue reading my paper or use the search feature in my word processor to search this document for the other instances of the name Wadhera and add the same reference number. I recommend adding the numbers alongside the reference, not replacing the reference, in case you miscount and need to change numbers. After I have completed adding all the Wadhera references, I can return to the top of the paper and continue reading. The second reference I encounter is to the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services website. This becomes number 2. I can search the document for the letters CMS to find additional uses of these letters as a reference. Keep going through your paper until all the references are numbered. Now that you have numbered your references, construct a reference list. Open the file or folder containing all of the materials you wanted to reference. Number 1 on my list will be Wadhera 2020 JAMA. Review the full PDF for this paper to find the needed information to make a citation in the style your paper calls for. Place the numbered reference list at the end of your paper. In your final step, go through your paper and remove the placeholder references. Review the style you are using. Some styles require you to make the numbers superscript. Others require you to place numbers inside parentheses. Creating numbered reference lists by hand is difficult once you have more than about 20 items referenced in your paper. If you have to write a paper that will include more than 20 numbered references, consider using a citation management software program. These programs usually take a few hours to learn to use, so might not be worth it unless you have a longer writing project. Please contact the libraries with additional questions.